I'm at Marlborough Cemetery, and I've been visiting my late father's grave. I'd like to talk about Marlborough Cemetery and why it's such an important and beautiful place in our town. It's a place where all of us can pay respects to loved ones. It's a place where all of us have family connections. And it's a place where eventually we'll be laid to rest alongside our family. I'd like to introduce a new consultation that the Town Council will be conducting shortly. We'll be asking you whether you agree with our proposal to swap a piece of land here next to Marlborough Cemetery for another piece of land near Rabley Wood to create a brand new piece of common land for Marlborough. But we aren't proposing this land swap lightly, but here's why we're doing it. Quite simply, our cemetery is running out of space. Though numbers vary each year, it is likely that we will run out of space for ashes interments in the next 6 years and burial plots in about 10 to 11 years. Now personally, I hope we'll be around a little longer than that, but when my time comes, I know I'll take great comfort from knowing that I'll be laid to rest here, right with my family, in the town that I love. If you agree to the land swap, we'll be able to extend the cemetery and make sure families can be buried in one place and you can visit them at one place. I'm here at the Victorian Cemetery, next to the present cemetery. It's not just a place for burial, it's a beautiful, peaceful place, looked after by volunteers who provide habitat for wildlife.
The Burial Act was introduced by the government in 1853, and at that point the churchyards in Marlborough closed to any burials. The new cemetery on the Common was consecrated in January 1855 and was open until it ran out of space, and then the new cemetery next door to it was opened up. Now, 100 years on, it is running out of space for ashes in the next 6 years and burial plots in about 10 to 11 years. About 10 years ago, the council began to search for land to provide more burial space. In 2015, a group of residents joined with councillors to form a steering group to create a neighbourhood plan. This was to be used as part of the planning process and to give the town more say on land use where developers submit planning applications. We included new land for cemetery space in our call for sites to local landowners, but nothing came back. Not surprising, as there is little profit for a landowner from a cemetery. After exhausting all other options, reluctantly the town council concluded that extending the cemetery out onto a little used piece of land on the Common was the only option if we wanted to continue to offer burial space within the parish. The proposed piece of land to swap will allow us to extend the cemetery as well as to improve cemetery car parking. It will provide continuity from 1855 into the future, keeping all burials in one place. It is also smaller than the piece of land that we proposed to swap it with. There was a lot of opposition from residents and the town council to the new development at Rabley Wood View. Not because we didn't want more houses, there is a great need for more homes for Marlborough families, but because of the location, the removal of a play area and concern about the loss of amenity land for existing residents. Part of the conditions that were applied when Queen's Court was granted permission to build the new development at Rabley Wood View included the creation of a play area and adjoining amenity land. The new amenity space sits between Bay Meadows Nature Reserve and an open space at Tin Pit owned by the Town Council and already open to the public. The proposed new piece of common land is not only bigger, but offers much more to residents than the piece of land here at Marlborough Common. As well as providing much needed amenity space and a play area near Rabley Wood View, it will also protect the land from further development and provide an environmentally rich wildlife corridor along the River Og, which runs from the Bay Meadows Nature Reserve to the Kennet at Stonebridge Wild River Reserve. If you agreed to the land swap, designating the land at Rabley Wood View as common land, it will afford that land a higher degree of protection from development and guarantee public open space into the future. This consultation is just the first step. To make changes to common land requires a complex process managed by DEFRA. One of the requirements of that process is to show that the public, in this case the commoners of Marlborough Parish, agree with the land swap. We'll be asking you, the commoners of Marlborough, to vote yes or no to say whether you agree with our proposal to swap a piece of land here, next to Marlborough Cemetery, for another piece of land near Rabley Wood View to create a brand new, bigger piece of common land for Marlborough. The commoners in this case are people on the electoral register in the Marlborough parish. We'll be running the consultation in the same way as a referendum. You won't receive a poll card to your address, but registered electors will be able to vote yes or no. To help you make up your mind, we'll be on site at both pieces of land on Saturday the 28th of March if you'd like to visit and ask questions. You can also come to the Town Council meeting in the Town Hall on Monday the 23rd of March at 7 p.m. to find out more. You'll be able to vote at the Town Hall on Thursday the 16th of April, and you'll need photo ID to vote. If you can't attend on that day but want to vote, please get in touch with the Council office. We will also be consulting with stakeholders, for example, North Wessex Downs National Landscape, Wiltshire Wildlife Trust, statutory bodies and sports groups, and others such as the Model Flying Club that use the common.
Thank you for watching. And if Marlborough Cemetery means as much to you as it does to me, please cast your vote.